There are some of you who will never reach the next level of success or the next level in your life because when you get to this point, you bend. It's simple. My man said, you can do whatever you want to do. You are not going to flip. A switch at 30 years old and have the big house, nice cars, and a big bank account just because you wished for it. You have to put in the work now, and that work grows and builds up and puts you in a place to have that chance when you get to that age. So what did I do? I worked. I worked at such an extreme level that might push you and do not even ask you of what why did. Your mama did not like that you were doing it. Your mama did not understand. And you let your mom get in your ear like it was your mama's dream. You let your daddy talk you out of it. That was yours. C'est was. Something the Creator gave to you, that belonged to you. My mother never understood, but she works for me now. I did not quit because people did not understand. I worked harder. You have never done something before, and you expect yourself to be amazing at it. You have not done the work, you have not put in the time, you have not put in the study hours. And what I am doing now, I was doing 20 years ago, and I have not bent, I did not break. So if you do not understand how I do what I do, this is what I have been called to do, and under no circumstances will I surrender, under no circumstances will I quit. If you want to be somebody who succeeds, you want to be somebody who builds something, you want to be somebody who people write books about one day, hear what I am saying. Do not buy into it. Do not believe the hype. Somebody told you that hard work does not pay off and you let a little pain stop you from your dream. Girl, you were there. You were running your business. You were there. Listen to me. If you work for it, if you are willing to put in that sweat, that blood, and those tears, baby, I am telling you, you can have what you want, be what you want, do what you want. Irimi, during that point, what did I do? I did what I preached to all of you, which is I put in the work. I gave up all my weekends and holidays in high school because I knew I had to pay that price because I was not going to do I'm going to school, meet some good kids at Stanford and Brown, an Ivy League school, make some relationships. And that is going to be my springboard. I was going to start with no relationships and in the gutter, and I was going to have to prove it. And I would have to show up and meet everybody like I did in my 30s, but in my teens and 20s, I was going to have to work. So what I did was more than almost anybody I have ever met who had options. I gave up every fun activity in my life. Nothing. No weekends. No vacations. Zero. Nothing. Nothing. It is my truth. I did not take a single vacation day. Never. Zero. Zero. All my high school friends gone because I was not around. All my college friends, after college, gone. Girlfriends, nothing, all in. Kobe Bryant does not sit there and talk about how many MVPs he has won or how many championships he has won. No. He is up at 3 o'clock in the morning, practicing every day. He is not great because he is great. He is great because he puts the work in every single day and he wins every day. And if you want it, you have to go get it. You have to play hard for it. Are you hearing what I am telling you? IT is not for the weak and the uncommitted. The reason you are saying no to stuff, the reason you are hitting the snooze button, the reason you are still going to work tripping, the reason you are not blowing up is because you are still at 70%. You are still at 60%. You wonder why the world is passing you up, because whatever you do for a living, you are barely doing it. You show up and you do not want to be there. You are not bringing the fire. You have to do it quick. You have to do it fast. You have to do it in a hurry. Why? Because there is somebody else on the same track as you, somebody else who, listen, to me, is on the same path as you. Listen to me. There is somebody else just like you trying to do it, and sometimes they are working just as hard as you are working. Stop using the word luck. Stop believing in luck and start believing in work. Start believing in being fortunate. Start believing in results that come from your actions, and when you do that and you truly believe it, guess what? That is what starts to happen. The hardest worker in the room is always going to beat the talented guy who does not work hard. In the end, maybe not every time, but in the end, hard work always wins. Talent does not promise you anything in this world. A good education does not promise you anything in this world. The world is filled with smart people who have never achieved anything important. This world is full of talented people who never made it. The world is full of highly educated kids who get outperformed by high school dropouts. Talent will not get you anywhere if you do not work for it. Talent will not get you anywhere if you have no heart. Talent is nothing if you have no guts. The one who is hungrier to reach the top will always get there before the talented guy. Maybe not right away, but in the end, hungry always wins. In the end, hard work always wins. In the end, heart wins. Courage wins. In the end, the one who is more dedicated to reach the top will win. How can you beat the guy who will do whatever it takes? You can't. Hard work always beats talent when talent thinks he is too good to work hard. Talent can be a blessing, but it can also be a curse. It can make you think you do not need to work as hard as the other guy. And that is a mistake, my friend, because the other guy is hungry. He is hunting you down. Ready to fight. Fight for everything. Fight for his family. Fight for his legacy. Fight for everything. Most people give up in life because they come up with all kinds of excuses why they cannot make it. They did not get the right education. They are not as talented as the other guy. They do not have the money. Listen, excuses are for the weak. It would not take you long to find a huge success story from someone who had little education. No talent, but a relentless desire to succeed. This world is full of stories of greatness from nothing. It is never too late for you to start your own story. Every setback, every failure has become part of your story. Don't let anything stop you from writing the rest of it. You are hungry. You will make IT. 7 minutes, 30 seconds down, win or costs. As Derek Jeter said, there may be people who have more talent than you, but there is no excuse for anyone to work harder than you do. At the end of the day, whether you believe in talent or not does not really matter. Everyone should believe in hard work. Everything in your life is truly a result of that. You are born a baby, a little body that cannot even hold its own head up, and yet somehow by practicing, by learning, by growing, you are able to get better. You are truly unable to do anything when you are born. Every skill you have in your life, all the things you now take for granted, there was a time when you could not do them. So understand that humans really are like adaptation machines and that they can learn any skill they want, but it takes hard work, it takes doing the reps, it takes putting in the effort. And at the end of the day, the people that have less talent than you, maybe they even have more talent than you, they are going to be the people you are willing to outwork. But until you are willing to outwork them, you are always going to stay stuck. And as John Irving said, to do anything really well, you have to push yourself past your limits, and that is the key. If you want to give an extraordinary performance, if you want to truly amaze people, then you have to do something amazing. You have to be willing to put yourself out there. You have to be willing to do things that other people think are going. To break you, that other people simply believe there is no way you could pull off. That the human body is just not able to go as far as you are saying you will go. And when you say it, you have to be willing to back it up, and you have to put yourself in that place, knowing clearly that under no certain terms, under no circumstances, and for no reason at all would you ever be willing to back down. And when you go in with certain 9 minutes, 40 seconds then, and only then are you actually going to be able to pull this off. And as Billie Jean King said, champions keep playing until they get it right. Fatigue will slowly wear down your Willst du wenn? It is the thing inside your mind, that weak voice that tells you that you are not going to make it. The weak voice that begs you to stop, and the weak voice that promises safety and security if you would just quit. And here is the worst part. About that, it is right. If you quit right now, if you stop, just sit down, relax, you are not at risk anymore. You are not at risk of embarrassment, you are not at risk of failure, but you are also not at risk of greatness. And if you really want to achieve something, you have got to find ways to put yourself at risk of something great happening. You have got to put yourself at risk of pushing yourself too far. You have got to be willing to face that you may die, that you may actually fall. And here is the thing for the people who dismiss that, who say they would never put themselves in that situation, then you have limits. And make no mistake, those limits are self-made. And for the people who are willing to push that, for people who are willing to go beyond that, for people who understand there are things in this world that they are ready to die for, and it is the thing they put at the center of their life. It is the thing they are living for, but they are not going to stop. And they understand that where the human mind thinks it will break is far before where it will really break. But before you can find that point, you have got to be willing to push yourself. You have got to be willing to go harder and farther than anybody thinks is reasonable or smart. That is the path. And so the question is, can you let people think you are a fool? The question is, do you believe in something so much that you would put yourself at risk like that? The question is, can you stand against everyone, including the weak voice inside your own mind, to make the world you want to see come true? Because at the end of the day, nobody is going to do it for you. So if you are a champion, keep going until it is done. As Theodore Vail said, real difficulties can be overcome. It is only the imaginary ones that cannot be beaten. The reason I love that is because it is a powerful reminder that at the end of the day, you are choosing what to believe. At the end of the day, all those things in your head that seem like you could never get over them, you made them up. You decided to focus on those things over and over. And as Oprah said, what we dwell on is who we become. And think about that for a second. Think about today. Just check your thoughts. What did you spend your time thinking about? Did you keep thinking about the ways things could go right? Or did you keep thinking about the things that could go wrong? All the many ways you needed to protect yourself, and that is how it feels. In the moment, you think, I am just planning for the worst case scenario. I am thinking through all the ways something could go wrong so I can be ready for it. Not understanding that what you are really doing is focusing on all the ways it could go wrong. They are imagined futures. They are not real. And just like a race car driver goes where the eyes go, you will go where your thoughts go. You will become your thoughts. So instead of trapping yourself and thinking only about all the different ways something could be bad, could break, could fall apart, think about all the things you could do if you take action. Think about all the many ways things could come to your help and work out for the better. Keep thinking about that and let failure be a total surprise. In that way, you will take the actions you need to be successful. But first, you have to train yourself to focus on all the ways your life could go right. From there, you will act. You have to put your whole self in, right? You have to turn off the cell phone. You have to have no TV. Some of you were watching the game last night. You really had no business watching those boys, Wiltile, go to the NBA and millions. You had no business watching them because you are not where you need to be, right? Some of you have no business watching the basketball game because you are not where you need to be. If you put your whole self in and got a 1.5, I am proud of you. 2 or 3 years from now, that 1.5 is going to turn into a 2.5. You are going to be all right. I know from personal experience. So we have got 3 weeks. I need all televisions off. I need cell phones off. Listen to me. Some of you are going to be broke for the rest of your life because of that little thing on the side. You are going to be broke for the rest of your life because of a little cell phone, and so you have 3 weeks. I need you to study like you have never studied before. I need you up all night long studying. You hear me say this all the time, but for some of you, this is it. You have heard me say it before. You play games when you come here because you have gear on. But you know where you are from in Detroit. You know where you are from in Flint. You know where you are from in Saginaw. And you know your parents are broke. You know some of you have about 7 or 8 people living in one house, and there is not really room for you when you go back. This is your chance to blow up. But we know the reality for some of us where we live and our parents do not have money. And they are taking out loans and working 2 or 3 jobs for you while you are up here playing. Listen to me. I need you to put your whole self in for the next 3 weeks because you have got it. And even if you say, Eric, look man, you do not understand. If I put everything in, I am still going to get a 1.0. I am telling you to. Do it anyway because, I took one English class 3 times, like a little basic one. So listen to me. I need you to give 100% these last. All right, do not go home. Hurry from do not go home. This is your home now. It is like you do not take life too seriously, but you also have to take your progress seriously. Because if you do not, then you will wake up a couple years from now and you will be exactly where you are now. Exactly where you are now. So your life will fly by faster than you realize, like super fast. Right now, a year passes for me and it feels like a week. That is how it feels. Years will fly by. For years from now will feel like nothing. Dude, people do not work. Dude. It is so crazy how little people work. People go to work for 8 hours. It is like 2 hours. What are they doing? Watch people work and I am like, what is he doing? Why is he here? He do not just sit here. Go run, play. Do not sit here in this weird grey zone between working and not working. What are you doing? So because of that, work ethic is built, right? So it is like an endurance race. So the thing is, you build that up. That is why I love these guys who are like, the economy is getting bad. Man. I am like, no, you are weak. You want to keep being weak and then have easy money handed to you. People just do not work. They have no work ethic. I almost never meet anybody with work ethic. When I do, I am like, yo, high five, dude, and then we are instantly friends because almost nobody has a work ethic. IT is so crazy. I am having as much fun working as I do messing around. You guys see that? There is no difference to me. I do not care if I am working, if I am having fun. Recreation is overrated. People think you need recreation to have fun. You do not. I can have fun working. Why not? It is your attitude toward the work. Now, sometimes work can be tough. Get set. It can be miserable. It can drain your soul, but in general, it is mental strength. You choose to have fun because you have no mental muscle that chooses to have fun at that point. It is like, what could be possible after 10 years? I started thinking like that, like, what could I look like in 10 years? What could I look like in 20 years? What could I look like in 30 years? If you are 20, you should be thinking, what could you look like in 30 years? I am not afraid to fail. I am not afraid to fall over and make a mistake. That often stops people right at the start from getting too deep into anything. The first time I ever picked up the DJ decks, I was horrible, but I am not afraid of that. I am not afraid of that feeling. It actually pushes me. It works the exact opposite. I can do 18 to 22 hours a day easily. I am a veteran at being able to look at an opportunity and say, is that going to take me forever or not? Some people do not have that. You will not. It is something you build, you know? That is why most times the head of a company has been doing it for a long time. Because they naturally can make a decision in the blink of an eye, but you have to learn that my breakthrough was actually deciding I wanted to be an actor. Other thing that is important, I think, is to keep your head down, you know? Keep your head down. Like when I swim about 25 laps, I promise you, if I look up and start counting those laps, I am worn out by 15 if I put my head down and keep working. And work a technique, work it, keep an inner rhythm and work it. I hit that length and I do not even know what number I am on. I promise you, I will look up and it will be 20 and only 3 more to go. I think people find themselves checking how far they have gone, little by little, and that you know, when you compare yourself to anyone else or whatever, it is a recipe for disaster. Just keep going, you know, that is the most important thing. Mountain climbers would probably tell you the same thing. There is no point in looking. The difference between climbing 100 feet and climbing 500 feet is your point of view. You do not know you are at the top until you get there, pal, and that is what you need to remember. Just do not look down. It changed my life. It turned my dreams into reality. It gave me a real, solid target to say, oh, actually, I could do this. That was my biggest breakthrough. Of course, there have been many breakthroughs in my career, in my life, and I am proud of all of them, but none as much as that realization that I want to be an actor. Know what your target is. Do not guess it. Be as informed as the next man, because that is your fuel. That is your gas that gets you moving. If you do not know where going and what your targets are, you are never going to get there. Period. Work hard. Sleep less. Stop crying. Stop begging. Put in the effort, because one thing I know about life, whatever you plant, you are going to harvest. If you put 1,000,000 apple seeds in the ground, you are going to get 1,000,000 apple trees back. Stop whining. Stop and put in the effort. And we had to step back and study our work. We had to judge our work. We had to bring our work into the lab every day, and we had to look at it in ways we had never looked at it before. And when we looked at it, we made one change. We realized that we were speaking without the right microphone. And when we changed our microphone, our views went from 2,000 to 3,000 and 20,000 in 24 hours. It was the little things that made a difference, and I want you to know it is the little stuff. It is your attitude. Then you come in as a franchise owner. You come in with energy. Your people are going to have energy. But when you have a bad day and you are not mature enough to leave it in the car and you take it into the franchise, it spreads. Somebody told me before, Eric, your actions speak so loudly I cannot hear what you are saying. IT spreads. And so if you want them to do it, they have to see you doing it. If they are going to learn how to do it at a high level, they have to see you doing it. So it is the little things, and I dare you. Some listen to me, some of you may do not know. Some of you key do not know. Some of you might, I do not know, then never step back, look at your work. And when anything goes wrong, you automatically look out the window instead of looking in the mirror. And I dare you in 2013 to look in the mirror first. I dare you to study yourself first, your company first, your character, your behavior, your. Werk ek. I dare you to study it and see if there is any change you can make. Somebody told you that hard work does not pay off. I am here to tell you, if you work for it, if you are willing to put in that sweat, that blood, and those tears, baby, I am telling you, you can have what you want. Be what you want. Do what you want. Are you hearing me? Keep going until you see it. Do not quit. Do not give up. Listen to me. Do not give up. Do not give in. You hang in there. You hang in there because if you quit right now, you are never going to see it. But if you hold on everything you dreamed of, everything you imagined, everything you worked for, it is coming. But you cannot quit or give up before you get it. If you work hard, you can have it. There is nothing you cannot have. You deserve it. There is nothing you cannot have if you are willing to work for it. There is nothing you cannot have if you are willing to keep going. If you are willing to stay in there, if you are willing to stay, if you are willing to fight. There is nothing you cannot have. Are you hearing what I am telling you? IT is yours. It is yours. I am coming. I am telling you, it is yours. You can have it. It is yours. You can do it. It is yours. You can be it. It is yours. If ET can do it, listen to me. Anybody can do it. High school dropout, homeless, lived in abandoned buildings, took 12 years to get a 4-year degree. If you want IT, as bad as you want to breathe, if you really, really want it like you say you want it, you can have it. This is not for the weak and the uncommitted. Are you hearing me? Success is not for the weak and the uncommitted. This is physical. Sometimes it is going to hurt. Sometimes it is going to be painful. It is hard, yep. It is hard, yep. It is difficult, yep. Why? Because the process is cutting out the weak. It is cutting out the weak. And so sometimes you have to play hard. You have to play physical. You have to play tough. Execution is worship. You have to get to a place where, when you start it, you get to the middle of it, the boring hard part, and you finish it. Are you hearing me? And not just finish strong. Listen to me very closely. Most of you, the reason you will never be successful is because you procrastinate. You procrastinate. You never finish things. Do not get caught up in, well, I tried it 4 or 5 times and things did not work out. If there is something you want and you are hungry for it, you have got to do whatever is needed until. And when you give the best you can, and that is not enough, you must do what is required. And do not give up on yourself. Do not throw in the towel so quickly. The secret to success is finish it. Execution is worship. Are you hearing me? Oh, you better hear what I am telling you, baby. Listen to me very closely. Execution is worship.